What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Doing something different today. Got Sam with me. If you haven't done so yet, definitely smash that subscribe button. What we got going on is our budget coilovers worth it. So Maxpeedingrods actually reached out to me and sent me a pair of coils for my Z, but I ended up having other coils for the Z, so Sam just got this. What'd you trade for it?
An E36.
E36. So he just traded his E36 for this G, so we're gonna go ahead and slap those coils on this G. They should fit up. Super excited. They're finally going on. Sorry, Maxpeedingrods. So this is not a true coil setup. It's actually send springs for the bucket. Neat thing though is they are adjustable dampening.
Yeah, and the strut is adjustable, so you can actually get these to ride pretty decent without doing too much.
Yeah. We honestly have no expectations of these coilovers, but he is going to be driving on them this weekend, so we'll be able to give a good thorough review. And yeah, let's see how the install process goes. Before we get started, Sam needs to knock out this Civic. Just doing a quick transmission. Just going back to OEM. It's an Exetti clutch. Pretty sick. I went and cleaned the transmission for him, so yeah, once we finish this, then we're gonna start the G. Somehow I missed Sam's Koki over here, but since the last time I seen it, I was helping him with the SR, and now the SR no longer exists. But a bam! Yo, that's clean. Holy shit. That looks good as fuck in there, dude.
It's not still done yet. I have a buddy making me an intake, and he's making me a catch can.
Where are you gonna run the intake? To the left?
Yeah, to go that way. But I'm using an SR rad, which nobody does.
Why don't they?
I have this, I don't know. This is a dual pass. So
Yeah.
like, if you use a KA one, they just flow straight down. These
Yeah.
actually got to go from one side to the other, so you use the whole rad.
Bro. Dude, it sounds good. It fucking sounds so good. Damn, I feel like every time I look, that gets more and more dented. Dude, that sounds so good coming out the blast parts. That's sick. Yeah? Alright.
ECU right there, Terminator X. It's so big, I don't know where to like actually put the thing, so.
What is this for then? Just to see all your stuff?
Yeah. Clutch is extremely aggressive.
Holy shit. Bro, what? Alright, so we got the G on the lift. Pretty clean. Not a bad trade for an E36. A little bit of rust, but the underneath is very clean.
Underneath's not bad.
Not at all. So, perfect donor car for the Maxpeedingrods.
So, yeah, if you're doing a budget drift car, it's not so much about what car you can get, it's about what's cheap. And this is cheap. It was $700. And we're putting cheap coilovers on it. And we're going to do a GK Tech angle kit. And it should be a pretty good drifter. So, you don't need to have an LS swap cookie to that one.
But you should have an LS swap cookie.
Just in case.
Just in case. Yeah. Just in case you should have an LSX swapped cookie. Alright, bushing's good. Bushing's good. Like, I couldn't even get it out, is what I'm saying. I had to, like, saw it out.
Alright, so what I normally do is break all the bottom bolts loose, take them all the way out, because they're probably going to give you problems to get stuck in the control arms. Same with the backs. If you do encounter that, I would suggest just taking a Sawzall and cutting the inside of the bolts off and trying to get it out from there, or at least let this stuff sit over night in PB Blaster. We do live in PA, so a lot of salt and stuff kind of ruins our our day, but we're gonna continue getting at this.
So the front's super simple. One bolt right here, and then you have your brake line attached right there. And then there's 3 up top there that we'll get to. The back, it's about just as easy. It's just one. Where we at here? Okay, so
one there.
One and done.
We're gonna take this one out as well, so we can get the spring out. And we got some bolts up there as well. Some nuts. I think those are...
These ones you can get from down here.
Okay. I think these were...
They're shot anyways. For the most.
Drove pretty good. Pretty
Yeah.
decent little car, but it's not gonna be decent whenever I'm going with it.
Now it is important that you have your Crocs on, and don't forget race mode.
These are
race mode.
OSHA approved. Crocs here.
Race mode is enabled and is a must. Alright, so we just went ahead, removed the old bucket. We don't know if we need these or not. I think Maxpeedingrods actually sent a top hat and a bottom hat for that. So this side's all out. Super simple. 2 bolts up top, 12 mils. She gets the job done. And that's it for this side. I think that's it for this side, and now we can lower the car, and it is time to start putting it back together. Go ahead and pause this video and drop a comment below if you think Sam should like slam it.
These are really thin metal, and these are really thick aluminum, so I think these are to compensate for that.
That, or I accidentally put random fucking bolts in there.
Yeah. I don't know why there's a cotter pin in there.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
I opened this before, and I don't know if I put this in there or not. We're gonna find out.
The only downside I don't like about these are the spring buckets. Which, whenever you lift your car, these are gonna wanna come out of their buckets, and you're gonna have to like manually set them each time. I mean, for what we're using this for, I don't think it really matters.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
If anything, I learned that you and springs in the Volvo, and remember that shit.
Yes. This is definitely better than cut springs on a Volvo, but
yeah, it is. Yeah, we're just gonna open up all the parts, and I'll give you guys a little show.
what I'm assuming here is that this goes like that, and this thing goes on the top. I
think you're assuming right, because that's what I would guess. Because if it's on the bottom, you're right, you can't adjust it.
Yeah, it'd be really hard. So we will put this as low as it will go, and we will ask questions later.
It actually fits good too. Do a shake test.
Yeah, it actually, like, you know what? So I kind of retract my statement there. I think these won't actually pop. If you lift this car up, I don't think those will pop out.
No,
Those actually fit in there.
Yeah.
Way better than I thought.
Better.
Now, as far as this thing going as low as, you know, like BC's or something, it's definitely not going to happen because the fronts, there's only so much adjustment in the front.
super simple. We're happy with the way it's going. For anybody wondering, I did get these for my Z, but they do fit on an Infinity G35, so it's nice that they all link up. I actually really never looked under the hood of a G, and I'm really surprised at how similar it is to the DE. I like it. I don't know. I could see myself in one of these. Drop a comment down below. Could you see me whipping one of these around? I think I could.
So, if you guys want to get a little extra out of these, you know, that's what, like 1/4 inch or something. I normally take this locking ring out, screw these all the way up, and just make sure they're tight, and you'll actually get a little extra out of them. So you can go a little lower in the rear.
Maxpeedingrod trick of the day.
We're gonna put the coils as low as they'll go. Again, the front, we don't really want to touch the preload of the coilovers, so we're gonna leave those where they're at. They're basically, what you want to do is take a tape measure and make sure both sides are exactly the same. But in this case, the bottom half is your height adjustment. That we're putting as low as it'll possibly go. So when you see this car, it's going to be as low, and that's with that locking ring. These things taken out on both sides, and yeah, that should get us
full send, baby. Full send. So while Sam's messing with that, I went ahead and broke all of these free. So I'm going ahead and removing the front end stuff, and yeah, it's going fast. It's going good. No rusting bullshit this time. Moment of truth. The Maxpeedingrods for the Pedingrods. Budget coilovers. Are they worth it? Yeah, I'm still just like curious to see how much it sinks in. Bro, it's actually not bad. Alright, so we're gonna have to get a jack it up, and then we can find out the real truth. So we just put it on the ground and maxed out. The front might be just a little too low.
The rear is maxed out, and that's with the collars removed, or the one locking nut. Either way, you're not gonna need the locking nut because
yeah. Yo, I was gonna say bounce it.
That's not bad. We'll go for a little drive. I put the stiffness on the rear to all the way soft, so maybe it's a little too soft. The fronts, I don't know what they're at, but
pretty bouncy.
Maybe it's stiffened back.
Yeah. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Yeah, believe it or not, these Maxpeedingrods actually have self-adjusting dampeners. Oh, she's a little bit stiffer. Yeah.
You want some travel, so you know it doesn't ride super rapid. It should be a lot stiffer than what OEM springs are going to be. You're gonna have to far lower the ground. So yeah, we're gonna jack it up and raise the front before we go for a drive, because it is a little too wet.
Alright, so the car is officially on the ground. Everything is adjusted accordingly. Got a pretty good ride height. Looks good. Now is to find out the moment of truth. Does it feel good? Yeah, so that's what we're working with at the front, and that's what we're working with in the back. Pretty even. Looks good. Definitely lower.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
Definitely lower.
The front's a little higher, but it'll be fine. I think it's like an inch a little too high, but basically if you have the rear slammed and you put front ones on, you want to throttle them all the way up till they stop and then bring it down an inch from there, and then it'll be even. But we're going to leave the front where it's at and leave the Cali lane, but we'll go see how it drives.
Yep.
So wash up.
So we're gonna wash up real quick, jump in the car, and take it for its first official Maxpeedingrod coilover, budget coilover ride. So the moment of truth is about to find out. I just want to give a quick shout out to Maxpeedingrods for sponsoring this video. That was awesome, really cool. Shelly from Maxpeedingrods actually reached out to me on Zilvia, so super cool. It's funny how everything happens. So once again, I thank you so much for sponsoring this video. And hopefully Sam gets to shred this G this weekend. Looking forward to it. you close that?
Push it down the road back.
All right, moment of truth.
Just like a bumpy road too.
Dude, not bad.
It's really not bad, no. I thought it'd be way bouncier. The rear definitely, the dampening needs like adjusted up more, for sure. Because it's like, it wants to like squat.
Yeah.
There's some bumps up here.
Dude, not bad.
It's really not that far off from like the OEM shocks either. Like it's definitely stiffer, for sure. Oh yeah.
Dude, it
Oh,
feels
yeah.
good. First impressions are really good. Like, it feels good. He says it feels like one off from the stock suspension, and I agree.
For just slapping these things on, they feel great.
Yeah, it
They
feels
feel really good. They're not bouncy, which I'm kind of surprised. And you know, these rows are really shit.
Yeah, definitely feels good.
Yeah. Daily drivable, for sure.
For sure. We're gonna head back to the shop. All right, so we just got back to the shop. It got our approval, and yeah, it felt really good. I'm actually impressed with two $300 coils. If you're on a budget, like I said, it got my approval, it got Sam's approval. Yeah, this G's pretty sick too. I really like it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. For those of you that made it this far to the end, thank you so much for the support. If you made it this far and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Hit that button. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more awesome action. We'll catch you next time. Peace.